Hi everybody, it's Tanya Pizzolatto, Shimmering Tarot. I'm redoing this unboxing. The last one I just did was way too long. So it was over an hour, so that's too long. So I got the Winding, this adorable spider tarot deck by Three Trees Tarot. Look at the box is adorable. Has a card, a hole in the bottom, specifically so you can see this picture. And there's these etchings in the box, but they don't go all the way through. But you can feel, I love the way they made this. I love the way to feel. The artwork is incredible. It's black and white sketching. It's just incredible. So it came with these in this little bag, this cute sticker of the Winding spider. I think this is the Ace of Pentacles, the Magician with all its tools, the Magician again, the King of Pentacles, the chess player, a message from our friendly neighborhood dragon. There's some paperwork tucked inside our box. My husband opened the box for me. So let's start here, because there's some bonus cards. There's 7 bonus cards. We're going to start with the Dawn. So the Dawn offers a wider view of a shed resting quietly at the edge of old Heartwood property, still and waiting in the early light. Our spider hasn't appeared just yet, but the story is ready to begin. So there is the Dawn. Examination. Oh, here is the Dawn. I'm so sorry, everybody. The Dawn. You can see its beautiful shed. Now the examination. The examination draws us closer to the doorway of the shed, where the first steps of the journey are about to begin. Soon, the Fool will take the first brave steps of the world. Together, these cards set the scene. You might treat them as a prelude to your reading or as a companions to the Fool, offering context and tone as the story of the Winding begins. So the next will be on here, that's towards the end. So here is our beautiful Fool, ready to take its leap. It's, waking up under the leaves in its shed. Here is the Magician. And as you can see on this piece of paper is all the tools. So our Magician, the spider, has all their tools. The pentacle, the sword, the cup, the wand, which these are all things internally. You don't have to go out and buy them, because we have, things that are tangible. We have ourselves, our home, our family, whatever. It doesn't have to be just things. It can be our health, We have these things that we start out with. And swords is our ability to communicate, our ability to think, to learn. And cups is our feelings, our intuition. And the wands is our passion and drive. So here is the High Priestess. We have some pomegranate seeds leading our High Priestess out the door. And I just think the spider, they drew the spider so incredible. Look at the Empress here, hiding under the flower with the dew on it. It's so happy and ready to create. And look at the eyes. This spider is so precious. Most people are scared of spiders, but here we're just in love with this spider. It's so cute. Here's the Emperor with its Aries symbol. It is the leader Where here is we have the creator, the mother, we have the father, the leader, the Hierophant. Here's our beautiful spider with the morning glories winding up this pole and arrow, leading us to our traditional path or our new path of learning whatever our spirituality. So many different ways things can go. The Lovers, Gemini. I love the dandelion plants and the poof ball here, and the leaves, and our little spider sitting on its back legs with the front ones raised. It's like enjoying the light that is coming through. Enjoying the photosynthesis happening in there. The Chariot. So here is the spider on this archway, and it's going to be like a ride for him. So we have Gemini here, we have Cancer here. Success, willpower, strength. We got Leo here. Look, we have our tender little spider on this tender plant sprout growing through all these rocks. So this takes some strength and, belief in itself that, I can do this. And the spider's like, I can make it through this. Without getting panicked. It's just calm in itself and believes in himself. The Hermit. So the strength is Leo. Here we have Virgo, which is my card. And the spider is using this as umbrellas. The mushrooms are an umbrella for him. So this is Virgo. Here we have Wheel of Fortune. Destiny, good luck, bad luck. And here is our spider right in the middle of everything on this fern, getting ready to unfurl. Justice, or our Libra card. And there is our spider sitting on these leaves, deciding what it wants to do. It's made all these webs, and they're like, I've made them. I think I've balanced them. Just looking at them, analyzing them. We have Libra with that. Hanged One. This is a great one. Look at that. Its own spider webbing. And it's being hanged. It's hanging itself upside down, but it's very comfortable. It's a spider. It's like weighs nothing on that. It's very secure. Can swing around, do whatever it wants. But from here, he can look at things from a different perspective, upside down, or deep in the bushes, the plants. Or sacrifice something. The Death. Here is Scorpio. Look at our beautiful little spider there. And appreciating all the phases that its forest goes through outside of its shed. The dying, the rebirth, the transition. Temperance. I love this. We got this, the waves making things chaotic. And then we got this acorn where things are still. And this our spider sitting. And this is all about moderation and balance. And the spider's staying somewhere in the middle between both, Yeah, the water's nice, but I don't want to drown in it. And I don't want to just sit on top of here. I want to feel a little bit of the water. Just don't want to get washed away in it. So that is our Sagittarius. The Devil is our Capricorn. And we don't see the spider in this one. We see its spider web. Oh, maybe that's it right there in the very middle. I've been looking at it for a while, not able to see it. So the devil's all it can be all about, addiction, feeling tied up. It can also be about, you know what, you should have some fun. The devil has many facets. The Tower, the devil's also a Capricorn. I love this Tower card. It looks like a tornado. See this clouds here in a circle and really dark. And here's our spider on the leaf flying around. And it's like, okay, this is a very chaotic moment. Can't wait for things to calm down, but I'm here. I'm safe on this leaf. It's also got its webbing around this branch that's still stuck to the ground. So it's feeling pretty secure. It's thinking, well, in these moments, you also learn so much how to prepare for the future. It's the star. Here's our Aquarius. And our beautiful spider with those gorgeous eyes. And even its legs are adorable. And I love the way with this black and white etchings that it looks like there's so much light shining, like from the star, from this necklace. So this is all about your spirituality, hope, inspiration. Sun. Look at all those sunflowers. Isn't that a gorgeous sight? Oh, this got that backwards. Let's go to the moon. Here is our Pisces card, and I love the way our spider is sitting up forward with its front legs, baying at the moon and the light that comes off of this moon. It's spending time with its intuition, with its spiritual beliefs. It's feeling, it's not feeling like anything's hidden from him. It's not denying himself anything or herself. It's feeling very confident and comfortable in its intuition and the light that the moon does provide. There's always the shadow side of hiding stuff from yourself, making yourself unhealthy, or deceiving others. But when I look at the spider, I just get good feelings. The sun. So I don't see the spider in this. Tell me if you do. But we got all those, beautiful sunflowers. And I love the houses in the back. So this is all about things feeling good, blissful, successful, having fun. Because you should enjoy life. Judgment. Here is our spider on the wrought iron gate door. It's had its epiphanies, knows what its calling is. And here with the world, the trails end. Very perfect. So, there's our spider. With the world, yes, we're ending this journey with the Fool. But that does not mean journeys are ending. No, no, no. You have dealt with this one issue or thing, and you're about to take a moment to look at what you've learned, then move on to a new journey. Ace of Cups. Isn't that breathtaking? Those wild flowers with the heart cut out or stamp on there, and our spider enjoying it. It's like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling in love with myself. I feel good about myself. I'm ready for love. And here they're sitting in front of a window, enjoying their cup of tea, but they're looking at the reflection of themselves and falling in love with themselves, being their own best friend. Oh, this one really just charms me. The 7-year-old in me is so alive and enjoyed, playing tea party and celebrating with my friends, So here, which is, the stuffed animals here, which is what our spider is doing. Four of Cups. Our spider is enjoying the acorn lid as a place to rest. Rest its emotions, not feel for the moment. Have some meditation. And then think about how you feel. Five of Cups, in memory of Audrey. It looks like some kind of critter has passed. Love, Jack. And here's our spider mourning. And it looks like it's on a railroad track. Six of Cups. I love how it's looking in this heart ornament. And it's like lit up. And it's enjoying its reflection. And looking forward from things that past, come visit them. Seven of Cups. Oh, here's a great one. We're in the candy store. All these choices. Look at the spider. There's all these things to choose from. And they're like, oh, this is too much. I can't. Could wither away and die if they just sit there trying to decide. So here they're moving on. They're like, this is not serving me at all. So they're climbing up this tower of rocks with the dandelions. Or maybe the leaves look like dandelion leaves, but they just look like sunflowers. No, daisies. That's what daisies. And here we are listening to the radio, feeling very content. The weather is perfect and the music is great. Just as the wishes have come true, everything's great in life. Ten of Cups. Look, here is our spider. True happiness. Enjoying and loving its life. Just the way it is. Enjoying the flowers flying around, swinging on the swing. Page of Cups. Look at, he's coming down. He's excited. Got all this energy. Oh, I can't wait to open it up. I'm so excited. Knight of Cups. And look, we got our knight helmet on the spot. It's like, oh, I just want to spread messages of love. And here's our Queen of Cups. So here, our spider is just circling around in this mobile, enjoying this mobile, being on it. It's like taking a bubble bath for us humans. He's pampering her. She's pampering herself. The spider is pampering themselves on this mobile. Knows they're queen of the world and is just enjoying being in touch with themselves, in touch with their intuition. Here is our king. Look, it's looks like a plastic soda bottle cut in half to be a vase for these beautiful flowers. And we have our little crown for the king crown. And our spider on this shovel. Feeling very deep in touch with its emotions. Very mellow with them, They don't go up and down. Just very in tune. And it's great. Ace of Pentacles. This is perfect. A little cash register. The beginning of its career. And it's got its first pentacle in there. There's so much excitement with that first pentacle. Two of Pentacles. Look, perfect example. We got the scale to weigh things. Balancing things. We got I'm very bad about hitting the tripod. Here are Pentacles. It's sitting on here. Trying to keep things balanced from falling off. Three of Pentacles. Working its spider webbing with this pen to fill out this word puzzle. 4 of Pentacles. I love this image here. Using its webbing to protect its pentacles. It is saving this money. I'm not looking at it as hoarding. I know a lot of times people look at this as hoarding, which we can do, but it's very important as human beings to save. Have a year or 2 years savings in the bank. And I know a lot of people don't even have 1 month. But if we do this, we have so much security. So when things do go bad, we know we have prepared for it. Like here, things are going bad. Or maybe ill health, but we prepared so we can take the time off we need to recover. Or we're feeling isolated. We've also, in this card made good friendships and solidified family bonds. 6 of Pentacles, reciprocity. So, we've all been helped at some time in our life. So now when we're doing well, we also help out and give. So I love the reciprocity, give and take. And very happy to be able to give. 7 of Pentacles. This is a great image for the patience you have to have with the 7 of Pentacles. It's all about, yes, you're going to be successful and get your abundance from your garden that you've grown, or you've taken it to the grocery store. Here, we're just waiting for this. They've made this dough, and they're waiting for it to rise. So you have to let it rest so they can make the bread and enjoy it, reaping the rewards. Here's the 8 of Pentacles, mastery of skills. You can see that our little spider has been building this brick wall. It looks like a round one. And they put the tiny little stones in between these cracks to make it more secure. Mastery of the skill. I love this I love the 9 of Pentacles. It's about luxury, enjoying. You have worked hard. It's time to enjoy, take a vacation. And here we are enjoying cheese with this spider. Look at all the different kinds of cheese. This is luxury at its finest. Could be with some wine. It could be with some fruit. They love to pair fruits with cheese. And they love to also put bacon on cheese. Make a great grilled cheese sandwich with sauteed mushrooms and onions. This cheese is just the finer things in life. Here is the 10 of Pentacles, securing your future. So it's not just for yourself, but it's also for your family. Inheritance. It could be about receiving inheritance. And we're at like the safe deposit box. And here's the spider sitting there looking at its security. Page of Pentacles. Look at that. It's so cute. The left spectacle showing the eyes. See, here's the spider. But it's reflecting. It's so big. With the pentacle sitting right here. And this is all this excitement. This energy. It looks like this spider is like excited. Maybe it's been doing readings, making money, doing that. And it's so excited. Feeling good. Totally believing themselves. Here's the Knight of Pentacles. Here is the crown with the cash register. Not the crown, the helmet. The knight helmet with its pentacle. And it's shielding him. And he's like sitting there under his helmet thinking. Because, this Knight of Pentacles loves to think things through before doing things. It's just so much makes me think of the bull, the Taurus. Don't push them. They like to look at all the possible roads. They choose wisely for themselves and their family. But if you push them, they're going to slow down even more. They choose wisely. So it's a very slow, methodical energy that you will be well to listen to. Queen of Pentacles. Here is the Queen off at work, using its adding machine, getting ready to go home. It enjoys its work. This Queen in Pentacles enjoys their work. They enjoy the physical things in life, making meals for themselves, for their family, taking bubble baths, having a glass of wine. They truly enjoy life. They take time to work. They take time to pamper themselves and to enjoy their family. They truly enjoy life. Here is the King of Pentacles. And, this King of Pentacles is a very wise guy, very methodical, well-choosing, and he is the king. He has won this game of chess. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, no, Ace of Swords, sorry. We were on the Pentacles. So here is clarity. You see our spider in the light. So excited to learn things, how to make friends. Be the best spider you can be. Something a leg up. Oh, that is so cute. So this is clarity, seeing clearly, speaking clearly, learning how to communicate better. And it's just the beginning for you. Two of Swords. Here's about this indecision. You can see this gray, and you can be washed down, and the spider's like trying to choose. What do I want to do? And it's like, I wish I could just walk across and everything, but it's not safe. They're like, I need to do something to make this safer. Maybe spread its web, make it safer, but that takes more time. They, all these choices, and they want it now because they're on the rain. Everyone wants to get out of the rain. Three of Swords. This is heartache. So here it is, sitting out on this in the rain on this post. And look, this post is about to break off too. And this post has got these it's not wire. It's really dangerous and pokey and just hurt the heck out of you. It's heartache is like, I don't want to hurt. I want to get out of here. I want to be home safe and warm. That can be heartbreak, like fear for your safety. Four of Swords. I love this. I found this snail shell a place to relax, unwind, meditate, not think about things for a moment, so it could think clearly again. Five of Swords. This is a great image. It can be fighting verbally. This spider could have deprogrammed this robot and made it fall down. It has won. So our spider has won this battle. And the spider's like, I want to move someplace safe. I don't want to go through, this toxic water. So it's up here on this boot to be safe. You leave these toxic waters or relationships to go on to someplace safe and healthy. Not just safe. Safe is not a good enough word. A place where you can grow, where you can expand and be all that you want to be. Learn what you want. Feel what you want to feel. Experience love in a beautiful way. Seven of Swords. Saying that the Seven of Swords is all about duplicity, lies, sneaking. And it looks like our spider's got one of the diamonds here. It's like, ooh, I want to sneak off. Maybe this is not our spider. Maybe it's another spider's. wanting to sneak away with one of these diamonds. This is a great image for the Eight of Swords, you know, that mentality of feeling trapped. But you can see here with this cup, it's not completely on this table. There's total freedom to get out right here. So what you need to do is just calm down, relax. And then you can see the reality and see your way out. Yeah, this card is taken over by the mental fears. You need to relax so you can get away from that. Nine of Swords, anxiety, nightmares, depression. And this is a nightmare. Look at all these butterflies trapped in these little spell bottles. 10 of Swords, betrayal. It looks like this web betrayed them. Stabbed in the back, was not safe. And they're like sitting there looking at, shaking their head. Time to move on. I love this Page of Swords. Our spider's here looking at the library. This is a very old system. Dewey code system. I don't remember what it was called, the library code. But you'd look to find things up instead of a computer. You would have to look things up by alphabet, letter, and these cards, and it would tell you where it was in the library. Knight of Swords. So here, this knight spider is ready to spring into action. There's just all this energy, just hasty rushes in. Queen of Swords. I love the Queen of Swords. You know, people think it's cold, but no, the Queen is not cold. The Queen sits and feels whatever they're feeling. And a lot of times, you know, we could just be feeling mellow, and that's not a moment you're smiling. You're just enjoying being. They're a great friend. They're incredibly intelligent. So I love the Queen of Swords. Here's the King of Swords signing some agreement. They're in charge and finalizing something. Ace of Wands, the beginning of a new passion. And here it looks like our spider wants to be a painter. Two of Wands. So here they're trying to plan. Okay, I need to go someplace. They're looking at the plane, not the train place. Where do I want to go? And here, Three of Wands. They're looking to see the rewards coming in. So they're expecting those in this box where here's our beautiful spider. All excited. Four of Wands. So this looks like we're at a wedding. A beautiful, fancy, formal wedding. And our spider is enjoying this. Beautiful flowers, fancy plate setting, candles, fancy glassware and dishware. It's a very big celebration. Five of Wands. Here's a game of chess being played. And our spider's on the playing board. So it's fighting with all these pieces. But over here, our spider has won. It is the victor. It's having its glow up. It's also playing a game of darts and has hit a bullseye. Seven of Wands. Here it is like protecting its position. It's like, I've won these awards. I earned them. Don't cross my boundaries. You can't have them. You can go earn your own. Eight of Wands. Very fast energy. Expecting answers any moment. Going on a trip. So he could be hopping on one of these sticks and going someplace. Nine of Wands. Now this is about stressful energy, feeling very busy, but, you know, needing to rest for a moment. but knowing that you can still complete your mission. But here at the Ten of Wands, it's too much. Look at this, our baby spider here. It's not a baby, but this is too much. This bundle of sticks is caring for the winter. That too much for them to do. They need to break it down in smaller piles, ask for help, delegate, you know. Don't abuse yourself. This can cause back injury, neck injury. Page of Wands, here's our spider drawing this gecko. And feeling very passionate and excited about all this. Here's our Knight of Wands. So here on the train, we have our knight helmet and our spider sitting up here, surveying its kingdom of supplies for, you know, it's going to paint, what it's going to paint on, what colors they're going to use, all the tools right there. Everything's so exciting. They're feeling good about themselves. They're so charismatic, so they're fun to be around. And they can charm you so well. And this spider is charming. This spider can charm you right out of your panties. Queen of Wands, sample sunflower yellow. So, the Queen of Wands is very a social butterfly. So much fun to be around. Everybody wants to be around the Queen of Wands. And I'd say this color, sunflower yellow, it fits that sacral chakra and how they feel good about themselves. And it shows all throughout who they are. And you want to be around them. You want to feel that way about yourself too. King of Wands. Here is our King of Wands composing or conducting this piece of music. It feels great. They're the rock star. Everybody wants to be this conductor. Okay, we got to go back to our card because here is our extras. Lucky Spider. This card is a sign of good fortune. It reminds us that even when things feel uncertain, brighter days lie ahead. Its appearance is a welcome one, offering comfort, hope, and promise that good things are making their way to you. Absolutely. The Page. Okay, so now we're in the Royals. The Page is... These cards aren't tied to one suit. Aren't. Instead, carry the energies of the court, spirits of learning, doing, caring, and leading. You might draw before a reading to set one. The tone. The Page asks you to learn. The Knight urges you to move. The Queen invites you to feel. So adorable. The King reminds you to decide. Look there, the tornado blowing those leaves around. Use them as clarifiers when reading a card feels uncertain, letting a royal lend its energy as a gentle guidance. Or you may read the four royals alone by laying them out and drawing a tarot card for each. The Page shows what's the beginning, the Knight what to pursue, the Queen what to nurture, and the King what to master. So let's shuffle this deck and see what we get. We'll pull a card. What does this deck want us to know about it? That is charming. It's so incredibly charming. The eyes of the spider. The legs. Everything. The black and white etches. Pencil drawings. One just jumped out. Two jumped out. I'm going to keep both of these because these make me feel what I feel when looking at the deck. Everything about this deck feels good. You know, yes, every card has its shadow side. And being a king, you know, rock star, male, female, whatever your gender is, you can be some very cool, nice person, or you can be, you know, complete, you know what. But with this, I feel like this deck is trying to help you to feeling good about yourself, finding your passion, feeling good about being you and being passionate about being you, and enjoying your career. What is your passion? Find that, enjoy it, be that. Enjoy being you. That will help you enjoy your career and finding it and nurturing it all along. Yeah, I shuffled this, you know, not a lot, but I was surprised to still have, you know, let's get into the card and see what we get. Temperance. So this is a great card also for what I feel from this deck. It's all about learning to be balanced, you know, because we get excited with our passions, and heck, when I used to play my oboe, I'd practice 10 hours a day at least. I could be practicing and making my reeds all day and performing. I was very happy to do that. I could forget about people, you know, wrapped in this beautiful world of music. And here it's talking about, okay, these things are great, yes, but we need to find a nice balance to life. It's not all or nothing. Enjoy your life. Enjoy family too. Enjoy relationships. Don't be too stuck on yourself, you know. Being this queen can be someone who's, you know, exciting to be around, but they could also be the shadow side, stuck on themselves. So, yes, feel good about yourself. Enjoy your pursuits of higher, not higher, just higher education, but of your career, being the highest level. But also find time to make a life for yourself that's balanced, where you feel good, where you have time to exercise, spend holidays with family, have weekends off, you know. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. This is an incredible deck. I'm definitely going to buy a second one because I love this and I'm going to be using this all the time. There are certain decks I love to use all the time. And Tarot Vampires, Ludi Lesko, Mio M's, Joy de Vivre, Heavenly Blossoms. You know, some core decks I use a lot, you know. Oh, and my manga tarots. Oh, yeah. Got to have, because you don't want to wear them out too fast. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're all doing great. And let me know what you think of this deck. Take care, everybody. I'm sending you lots of love, many blessings. Mwah. Bye, everybody.